This is Match Week. You are joined by myself, Ardi Emini. We discuss everything soccer from the highs and the lows in the sporting week to the news that is relevant to you. Yes, I know it's 10:21. Yes, I know people make fun of me for saying that, even though we're technically not top of the hour. Leave me be. It's part of my intro. It's how it works. Plain and simple. But today, I got an announcement for you. This is Match Week! Plain and simple. Plain and simple. It's Match Week. This is Match Week. Okay? In studio, I am joined by Steve Moncayo.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Luke Cirianni.
Good morning.
And, of course, the host with the most, the man who's only got a month left here at WMSC. It's the one, the only, Ardi Emini. Thank you very much. Guys, please stop. Don't
Press the button.
Oh my God.
Press the applause.
Stop telling me to do my job. Please. Where is the? I don't use these sound effects enough.
You gotta be quicker with it.
Where is it? Wait, I forgot. Did they get rid of the applause back?
No, I just used it last week on It's Called Soccer.
Yeah, but it's not
Yeah,
here.
it's called soccer.
Just
We'll just do the clapping
know
effect
what?
for you.
Taking too long. Besides the point. Now, guys, there's been a lot going on since we were here last week.
Yes, sir.
Let's hop into it. What do you want to go with first? We got Champions League. We got Europa League. The Premier League. Even La Liga looking spicy. Bundesliga. We got all of it.
Should we start with the Prem?
Or should we... I
Sorry, Champions League.
told you guys, like, the script already. We're supposed to, go a certain direction. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, anyways, what do you want to start with first?
I think Champions League.
Yeah, the Champions League.
Okay, awesome. All right, Champions League. Now, I want to read off some stats here for the people at home. Because as of last night, Erling Haaland bagging a goal against Bayern, right? Making it 3-0.
Same.
He now has 11 goals in 7 UCL matches this year. And he has a total of 34 goals in 26 Champions League games.
Insane.
And that's even playing at like a Dortmund and a Salzburg when they were only making it to the round of 16 at most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man. And just to clarify for the Premier League, he's at 30 goals in 27 games.
He's gonna break multiple records.
I'm going to say he has, 11? He has, 9 games left to break something. There's no way.
Future Ballon d'Or winner.
Bro, if he even gets, 5 goals within the next game, I think he breaks the record, right? Because the record's 34 right now.
Yeah.
So maybe he hits 35, he breaks the record.
And if he scores, more than that, I mean...
I'm not gonna lie, everyone thought he was hitting 50. I thought he was at one point at the rate he was going.
Yeah.
At one point, it was 2 goals a game for 10 games straight.
I also don't see how he doesn't become the all-time UCL scorer in a couple years, because he's gonna be.
Bro, Ronaldo hasn't scored 0 goals in his first 25 games, and he's still a top scorer.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, I'm saying Haaland's gonna catch him in years, not like now. I think so.
Without a shadow of a doubt, he will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not now.
Yeah, man.
He have 5 goals in one game. He's gonna be up there. But
Ain't really talking me way back then, girl. You know, the little Drake reference in there. Yeah, exactly. But boys, now, okay, let's go right into the actual Champions League review. Last night, Man City whooped Bayern 3-0. They sack Julien Nagelsman just to make sure
Big mistake.
that they secure their treble chances. I mean, that game last night, I don't think you're securing anything right there. No
I
way.
never understood it. I mean, you won every single game in the Champions League with Bayern. I mean, you're somewhat still competing for the title. You were in the Pokal Cup. I mean, what was the reason behind it? I don't know. And I think Tuchel coming in, I feel like that's just a lot of pressure on Tuchel, because if he doesn't win the league, now he doesn't win the Champions League, he's gonna be called a flop over here at Bayern.
I don't blame him though for that loss, but I think for him to come in right in the middle, it's kind of hard, right?
But
I wouldn't say it's his fault. I think he's qualified.
Picking up another manager's success. It's
At this point, the only people you can blame right now is the Bayern board and the player. I don't think Tuchel could be put at fault.
Yeah,
He's being thrown in throughout the last not even quarter, the last like 5 games of the season, basically.
Yeah.
Being told, hey, make sure we win. Like,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
They're expecting him to do it at Chelsea all over again. Even at Chelsea, like he won his Champions League games, but he was struggling in the league at that point too.
I mean, he's fresh. I mean, bro, yeah, it's Man City. Like,
It's also not over yet. Don't count it out.
True,
But I don't
true,
see.
true,
I don't
true,
see
true,
how.
true.
I don't see how Man City bottles it though.
I mean, they are the
bottling
king
it.
of bottlers.
You never
I will
know.
say
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you're right.
I mean, they are a bottle job FC. Besides the point.
Exactly.
True.
But I mean, Man City 3-0. That's insane.
I mean, all I have to say is that last night, right? I think we saw the best Man City team we've seen in a while, with basically playing with 4 center backs and having John Stones, Akanji,
Yeah.
Diaz, and Ake.
I think John Stones will win the match, right?
Oh yeah, John.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think
He's
it was
been
Bernardo Silva
Oh, okay.
because goal and assist, he went off last night.
Either way, John Stones is brick wall back there.
I mean, John Stones has had sort of like what a renaissance, right?
Yeah,
He's had a
he did.
revitalization of what he can do.
Yep.
Because everyone was like writing him off like, oh, Ruben Dias and Laporte, it's all you need. Nothing else is going to be good. And John Stones comes back, so like, I'm not done yet. Like, there's a reason why they bought me for 50
yeah,
million.
there was also like Upamecano. Like people were like,
Oh, he played awful, right?
he played awful, but I mean,
I mean-
I think he's a great defender though. I think
You want to know what it is? City's really good at picking out the weakest point in most teams, and they're good at just pulling it apart, right? And when you have a Benjamin Pavard at right back and not have a fit Mazraoui, I think that's where the problems like start to show.
Yeah, definitely.
He was on the bench. He didn't play, but I felt like that was the biggest problem there. Like, how do you not play a Mazraoui? I think also not having a Thomas Muller in the team is a big problem.
Oh, he didn't play Thomas Muller.
I forgot about that.
They did not play Thomas Muller. I thought that was a shocking
That's a
move
huge mistake
to play him in the
because they didn't have
80th minute.
Choupo-Moting as well up top.
He was a healthy.
Sadio Mane on the bench.
He was healthy on the bench. Thomas Muller.
Thomas Muller was on the bench.
He didn't
to go.
What?
Choupo-Moting as well didn't play.
Yeah.
Because I think he was injured though.
Choupo-Moting is injured. Hernandez is still injured, and Neuer's injured.
But
So
they made a,
two
mistake not bringing
long-term-
a center forward.
No, but let's be real right now. Thomas Muller is one of the most disrespected forwards in our
Yeah.
generation. He could have played center
He could
forward
have played
easily,
center
play as a
forward.
false 9, have Sane, or even have Leroy, or even have Sadio Mane.
I'm surprised.
Play at
they didn't
forward.
play him, huh?
So like, I just don't get what they're trying to do here. João Cancelo could have started at right back. I don't know why you don't play him.
He's been disrespected at multiple clubs now,
I don't know
Put him
what's
in an
going on.
Put him in
I
an
don't.
81th minute. Like what to do? What? Bro?
and he's hungry to play City, obviously,
know.
because of what Pep did
I
to
feel
him.
like, bro, if you know a player is hungry to play like against a team,
Start him.
talk us a little balled out that game for a fact.
I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know. Very questionable decisions from Tuchel, but
I mean, City being able to do this with having, let's be real, they only really had Alvarez, Walker. I mean, of course, Calvin Phillips and Mahrez on the bench, and they have Foden injured. So, like right now, their 11 is their 11. They don't really have that much of a backup as much as they used to.
yeah, it's true. But it's still,
Mm.
still like competing up
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah, of course. But no, this starting lineup of Man City is just looking lights out. Don't get me wrong, the Rodri goal. I mean,
That was a beautiful goal.
Amazing.
beautiful goal. Obviously the John Stones assist, I think was just a class assist as well. I think it was an all around great performance. I'm angry about it because of City. I don't like City, but at the end
Yeah,
of the
it
day,
was a really good.
yeah,
performance.
give credit where credit is due. Plain and
No
simple.
one really saw that coming. 3-0.
You know what people also didn't see coming was the Inter Benfica game.
Yeah.
Everyone gave Benfica, the
I
benefit
was
of the
giving
doubt.
you-
Yep,
Get my
I thought so
flowers.
too. Yep.
I know. I shout out Oscar Venegas. He shot me a text like, "Oh, who do you think's gonna win between Inter and Benfica?" And every time that happens, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, if you text me last second in the near future, just know what I say is gonna go the opposite way. Plain and simple. Because he was like, "Who do you got, Benfica or Inter today?" I was like, "Oof." And he's like, "Tell me why if you can." I was like, "Benfica probably." And here's the thing, right? Here's my logic and reasoning behind it. You know, they were able to adjust the season with selling Nunez, halfway through sell Fernandez,
Yeah.
and still be killing it, right? Obviously. I mean, and I did say, I had the screenshots, I had the receipts, I did say, Inter not bad, but they're not at their best right now. It's 100% going to be a close game, though.
They're such a 50-50 team.
I-
It's like
yeah.
you can't really bet on them.
I've been watching Inter in the league,
They
and
either
they're
play
not impressive.
poor
to me.
or they play really good. It's like not in between.
But I still have a feeling a Benfica comeback in the second leg
Think
is
so?
in the works. Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
so.
I just think the Enzo Fernandez thing, like it really messed it up for them because before Enzo Fernandez, like when they still had him, I think that team would probably went to like the semis or the final.
Yeah.
But we also have to acknowledge the fact that even though I don't like him, I think he's horrendous. There was no Otamendi last night, if I'm correct.
Oh, okay. No, that's also
If I'm correct.
That's also a big loss. I mean,
I'm gonna double check right now.
Yeah.
But I don't see him in the lineup.
I don't think he played, no.
I don't think he played either.
yeah, that's a huge loss as well. Then.
But for like, I was also wrong. I picked Benfica, but I thought because the team that topped the group with Paris and Juventus, right? That was their group, and Sporting, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. So I thought they were gonna beat up on Inter, but no, didn't happen.
What are you saying? Inter was able to solidify the result without having a Chananoglu nor a Skriniar, which I thought was, like kudos to them, obviously.
Kudos to them, man.
But also having a performance with having Onana starting instead of Handanovic, sort of like reining in a new era of a goalie finally.
I think
for them.
Onana's good. He's a solid keeper.
With also, I mean, let's be real, Matteo Darmian having a revitalization as well, going from being a on the outskirts player at Man United to coming to Inter, sort of filling in the wing-back spots to absolutely killing it at center back.
Pretty surprising.
Pretty surprising.
Surprised me.
Bastoni, I mean,
Because everyone thought like Bastoni would be carrying that back line, but the three of Bastoni, Acerbi, and Darmian,
Pretty good.
with having a De Vrij on the bench, outplacing him.
I think Bastoni was man of the match. Pretty sure.
man, I mean, if Inter does go through, I mean, it's like the first time I guess the Italian team like goes to the semis actually.
Serie A semifinal would be
Serie A
tough.
semi would
That'd
be
be
tough.
amazing.
Really sick.
Because today for Champions League, we have Milan versus Napoli.
That's gonna be a good game too.
And we have Real versus Chelsea, both at 3 o'clock.
I'm excited.
What do
Those
you
are
think
two
those
great.
games
Those
are?
are two great games. I'm so excited.
That's I know I'm supposed to have the S&T meeting at 3. Shout out to the management team here at WMSC. But I will not be listening to any one of you. I'm gonna have both games up.
Yep.
I don't care. None of you what you have to say matters to me. I'm so sorry.
That's the way to do it.
I
Ardi.
apologize in
Champions League is
advance.
on. There's nothing
As
else.
soon as when it's games like this,
Yeah.
when it's Milan versus Napoli, and when it's Madrid versus Chelsea, I don't care. I don't care.
Just call out sick at like 2:30.
Not
Be like,
even.
I don't
I'm
feel
literally
like
gonna
it.
watch it in the meeting, and no one's going to stop me. I don't care. I graduate a month. What are you gonna tell me? Like, let's be real right now. What are you gonna? You're not gonna stop me. Plain and simple. Like we ran a whole entire World Cup event. Did anyone stop us? No, exactly. Besides the point. But no, Champions League is running hot. With the form that's going on right now, who do we have making it finals? I want to say winner.
Okay.
I want to say finals. We gotta say who's it gonna be. Who's it gonna be?
So,
The
it's so
form?
hard to tell.
Based off form alone.
I mean, but I don't really base things off form on the Champions League. I mean,
I was gonna say,
but
well, he's
okay.
gonna- he's
I
not
mean,
gonna
okay, sure. If we're
say
talking
Real
about
Madrid.
form, then it's Man City.
Yeah.
And Napoli.
Yeah, 100% right. But if
But-
we're talking
But
about
if
just
we're
in
talking
general,
about from my opinion,
Real
I think it's going to be Real Madrid. And then I'm gonna
Napoli.
I'll say Napoli, but I think Milan has a chance. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm gonna go.
I think Milan.
Yeah.
Like, they could put in a fight, man.
I'm gonna go Man City, Napoli, but Milan beat.
They beat
Napoli pretty bad.
4-0
Pretty
in
bad, so
Serie A. And
if-
that surprised me. I never saw Napoli
Yeah.
beat
I don't.
that bad.
I don't see how Inter goes to the final if they get through the second leg. But
Bro,
So
if
I'm gonna say Man
Milan
City,
Derby
Napoli.
in the semi would be insane.
I hope no,
Well,
that'll be amazing.
Here's the thing, right? So we have, if we were going to talk about post quarterfinals, the next set of matches is May 10th, and then June 10th is the final. So
They got a long time.
that's like a month and a month break in between.
Okay, see, and for my heart, I see Real Madrid, Man City in the semis, and I see a Milan Derby in the semis.
That'll be
Okay.
And
be
that's
amazing.
like my fantasy.
That'll be
right there.
amazing.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love Real to make it through, but like, imagine Chelsea like get one over.
That would be.
Here's the thing, because imagine Lampard gets the redemption he deserves, right? Like, he basically carried Chelsea through the beginning half of that season and get them to the
Oh, yeah.
quarterfinals,
Plus a touch-up?
get the games going. Tuchel takes over and basically wins the rest of it for him, right? So like this is his
This is
time.
like the opposite, right?
This is for him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? This is your time now. Redeem yourself.
That'd be hilarious.
After watching Chelsea Wolves on Saturday, I don't think it's possible.
I wouldn't even be
but
mad if
You
Chelsea
wanna
You never
win
wins,
know.
though.
this,
You never
like,
know.
I don't think Potter was at fault. I don't think Lampard's at fault right now. There's too many players. There's not a direction. The board itself is the problem. I think Todd Bowley is spending poorly, and this is the issue. Everyone thought that was going to happen in Newcastle when they got taken over, right? Everyone thought it was going to just be like splurge money, buy. But I think Chelsea's problem was that they bought for Tuchel in the summer. Tuchel left. Then they bought just to buy. Just like, oh, let's see who we can get, whatever money, I don't care. And supposedly there's reports that, this is funny, I heard this, I don't know whether it's true or not, that the reason why Todd Bowley appointed Frank Lampard was because of late night TV host James Corden who supposedly they're buddy
I
with,
saw that.
had said that you should bring in Frank Lampard, top lad.
They were hanging out, man.
Is that a joke? It better be a joke.
I don't know.
Hopefully
there's a picture of them actually hanging out.
It better be an April Fool's. That better be an April Fool's article.
I wish it could be, but with the context of Todd Bowley of how when he was talking to the media, and they were like, when they were saying, like with spending all this money on players, blah blah blah, like where do you? I'm like, the Champions League money will cover. He says, and they're like, you're in 11th, right? But he's like, yeah, we're in the Champions League. We're fine. They're like, you have to like re-qualify for the Champions League every year. You're not just like guaranteed in it, right?
But I feel like people they kind of exaggerate. 'Cause I feel like Todd Bowley.
I know.
I feel like just because he's American, but it is funny to think about it. Like if you actually.
But like here's the, it's like, it's not even just because he's American. I feel like this is just the ignorant owner in general. Because like the reports, it's not. I feel like there's people trying to blow out proportion, and there's people who are stating the facts, and it's just like, oh come on, man.
Yeah, I don't think he's the smartest man. I mean, owner, but I mean, he has money though. So.
Yeah, but. Money can only get you so far.
Yeah, that's true.
Because look at them right now. They their squad is so
Look at
inflated. Yeah, I mean PSG is different. Like they try to buy for the right positions, but it just doesn't work. Whereas Chelsea, we don't know what they're buying for, or who they're buying. They just buy.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest problem.
But I mean, Ramadan Conte back. You know what he can do.
Conte's been amazing ever since he returned.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
It's a
that's
difference.
like
Big difference.
Man.
Well, I mean, I think everyone forgets how world class
It's amazing.
N'Golo Conte is.
Like remember watching that game? I think it was 2 years ago, and when Conte just completely ripped our Real Madrid squad apart.
Oh yeah.
That made me think that I was like, bro, Conte really is just him. Like,
100%.
and now I'm scared that he's back. He came back at the right time. So
But
I mean, anything can happen in this game.
I think he's on a free in the summer, so he could leave, right?
Maybe.
He's
I don't
not
know.
leaving, bro.
I don't know if they're gonna renew or maybe because
They
Better
said,
get
they said the
renewed.
vibes
I'm
are
gonna say
good.
this right now. Conte, even though he's 31, he's been suffering from
I'll
injuries.
take him.
If any, as I'm saying, any club will take him on a free without a doubt.
Yeah.
Out of doubt.
I mean, it's insane.
I tell you right now, Bayern would go in for him, no problem. I know Real would go for him. Any club would go in for him.
All of them.
All of them. Every club. Everybody would go and just get Conte on a free.
Definitely.
100%.
Stay away from PSG,
It's
Conte.
priceless.
If you're listening, stay away
For
from
real,
PSG.
for real. Don't end up like Ender Herrera and having to go back to La Liga. What I miss him. I miss him.
He's a good midfielder.
Oh my god, I have like nightmares, and it's like there's no Ender Herrera United. I'm like and then I wake up and he's still not there. But besides the point, AC Milan though, let's give a little bit of respects and stuff like that, because right now I think Magnan's back. Right, I think they have a fully fit back line of Cayer, Calabria, Tamori, and Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing the emergence of a Krunic, I want to say.
Krunic, yep.
Yeah, Krunic from Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Beast.
Diaz is finding some form again. Benacer, Rafael Leao, Olivier Giroud.
Watch out.
But oh my god, here's the only worry for me about Napoli. There's no Ocean Man.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Ocean Man. There's no Victor Osimhen. It's Raspadori, who obviously has been class this season. Let's not put any doubt in that. Also, Lozano.
And Giovanni Simeone.
Yeah, but I've been trying to pronounce his name
Just like Kvara.
for all
Kvara.
of season.
Kvara.
Kvaratskhelia.
It's like Kvara.
I don't know if it's right.
Karada Skrashkelia. I'm trying it. He's
You're-
the Georgian.
You're the only one that tries to
yeah.
pronounce that full name. I just hear people say Kvara.
Yeah, I don't care.
Make it easy.
I am a foreigner at heart. I am from a family of foreigners, so I gotta try. Plain and simple. But
What a player, though.
what a player, exactly. 12 goals, 10 assists in 25 Serie A matches.
I mean, in my opinion, I think that let's say they tie the first game. I think Osimhen comes back in that second game, second leg, and just I don't know, man.
Could happen. Yeah.
That's what I think realistically can happen, but you never know.
But if anything, that 4-0 Napoli defeat could probably wake them up a bit,
If
too.
Milan pounce and they take the opportunity to actually take advantage of the first leg,
I don't see how Napoli gets smoked today after they did in the last Serie A game. I think they're going to come out good and ready to go.
I
I mean,
It's going to be a good game, though.
here's the only there are two main strikers in Simeone and Ocean Man or Osimhen are out. Ocean Man. They're both out. So no, we don't know what we're gonna expect from this front line with having it be Raspadori.
Yeah.
Or are they gonna make Osimhen play on crutches? Who knows? We don't know.
Mhm.
We have no idea. That is football for you. But also, AC Milan still not having Zlatan is something I'm still. He's
still good. I know.
Imagine
he's the Don in the Champions
He
League.
just comes back in the
He's the
in the
Don
semi-
in the
yeah,
Champions
that's-
League. You
that's
can't tell me
something.
otherwise. Single-handedly won Man United a Europa League at 38.
True.
So
If Zlatan plays, they win.
exactly. Actually, 100%. Also, just imagine finally Zlatan was a Champions League, bro.
Oh
after
my.
evading it his
Overhead
whole
kick.
career.
Oh my.
After evading it his whole career, leaves Barcelona, they win a Champions League.
That'd be
Leaves Inter,
insane.
leaves Inter, they win a Champions League.
Now I'm rooting for AC.
Exactly. Like, imagine Zlatan finally gets his UCL trophy. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, the god of football himself, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, has a chance to win a UCL final.
That would be so
I would love to see that.
I would love to see it too. I would love to see it too. But next in our discussions, we do have the Europa League, the other European competition, the more superior one, as some would say, because of the top teams there. Here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Europa League.
Okay.
Because right now in the Europa League quarterfinals, obviously Arsenal's out. Obviously Freiburg's out. Like, we are into the next round. There's no more Fenerbahce, no more Betis.
Yeah.
Shakhtar Donetsk is gone. Real Sociedad's gone. The Eredivisie team that Leverkusen played that I can't pronounce is gone. Berlin's sadly gone. I mean, they were making a big run in the Bundesliga, so it's sad to see them go.
Yeah.
But now we have Leverkusen versus Union Saint Gilloy.
Okay.
Then we have Feyenoord versus Roma. Juventus versus Sporting. Man United versus Sevilla.
Some good games.
Now, the one team this competition means the most to, I have to say without a shadow of doubt, is Juventus, right?
Mhm.
Points deduction, mid-table. There's no guarantee for European football where they're at right now.
Mhm.
I mean,
They're still
they still have a chance.
no. They're close.
What did they finally make the points back up?
Yeah, bro.
They made up for it. They didn't get their. I know they appealed the point
They're
deduction.
like
That didn't work. But
4 points
let me
away
check real
from,
quick.
Like Europa League.
I'll double check. I'll check
is
the
insane.
table.
But also though,
So they're in seventh still. So like they can maybe get Conference League.
but they're like 2 games
They can
behind
get
fourth,
Europa.
right? They're
Nah.
7 points behind fourth.
They are 4 points behind sixth place, and behind fourth place they are 8 points.
Hey, man.
And I'll tell you what. I mean, other than Napoli, the other 3 teams in that top 4, it's like they don't want top 4. They're just like taking turns losing to random teams.
Yeah, like Lazio, Roma, Milan, obviously.
Yeah.
I think Juve makes
But-
Europa League. I mean, at least the Europa League.
But Juve also they're still alive in the Coppa Italia, but obviously that's not what they want to be.
Yeah, because I mean the Coppa Italia does guarantee you Europa League. No, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, without the
I believe
20-point
so.
deduction, Juve goes in second.
They would be second place.
yeah. True. No, you're
They
right.
had a
You're
good
right.
season, man.
But what they've been all right. But what like with the signings they made those signings to win the Serie A at bare minimum, right? Like Di Maria, Pogba. They didn't just bring those guys in for nothing.
Yeah, but Pogba was injured.
He hasn't
Finally played a game and got injured again, right?
Yeah, he's taking free kicks in practice and he re-injured himself.
Oh God. I love the guy. I
Yeah, me too.
genuinely do,
I
but
feel bad.
thank God he's not United anymore. That's all I gotta say. Thank God.
But
So, again, like I said, but besides the point, this is still a make or break competition for Juventus. You can't tell me otherwise.
I want to see them play Man U in the next round. That would be crazy. That would be a good game.
Don't jinx. Do not jinx.
I mean, they're not gonna play Man United
Every time people are full swing Man United,
Sevilla?
Well, I'm rooting
Something-
for I'm rooting for Sevilla. but
something
I'm just saying.
goes wrong
But
for Man
Sevilla,
United.
Sevilla are the kings of this.
That's what I'm
competition.
saying.
You're right.
But I am not jinxing anything.
And Roma.
I'm just gonna say whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, but
I
Se-
still love my team. But if you lose, I will probably cry myself to sleep. I probably will.
Hey, you guys are fine. If you guys qualify.
Well,
for
because
Champions
that's the only real trophy we're gonna like. Don't get me wrong, FA Cup, love it. We're still in the chase for it. Premier League, I don't think we can win it, to be honest. And then there's no shot. And then when the Europa League, I think that's the trophy we need to everyone be like, okay, like we're back. Not that we're slightly back. Like everyone's like, oh, they're back under Ole. It's like no. Or like, oh, they were back under Marino. It's like no, we're back now with Ten Hag.
I
So.
agree.
Just loan Zlatan for a 3-game contract
Yo,
and then play the rest of the Europa.
stop! Don't tempt me, because I will write a strongly worded letter to Eric Ten Hag with a felt tip pen and like the cursive like old like 1770s like penmanship, and be like, hear ye, please let us sign Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I will go like that insane for it.
I mean, Mourinho's in this competition as well. I would love to see.
That's what I'm saying.
I would love to see a Roma versus United semi.
Mourinho to face Man United.
They're on two different sides. Roma, United. On
Yeah,
two
but
different sides.
no, 2 different sides, but they can make it to the final.
You mean final? Not you
I
said
mean
semi.
final, yeah,
Yeah,
final,
you said
final.
semi. I was like, what?
Yeah, he's not wrong.
That'd be
so.
insane.
Roma. I can see Roma in the finals.
Mourinho.
Yeah, I would say. I'm so torn because like I want to see Mourinho get some silverware to prove everyone wrong, but I want Man
He already
United
did
to,
though. He got you won the conference. League.
Yeah, but that's
won-
the
he's-
Conference League though.
But he's won with
I mean,
every.
it's still something.
But he's had such a good
He's won
career.
Super
It
Bowl with
doesn't
every
matter.
single
He doesn't
team
need to prove himself more.
Well,
It's
no,
like-
but I think it's people. Everyone thought that he was done because of everything that happened at Spurs and stuff. But
I mean Spurs. So I think people realize it's Spurs.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If Carlo Ancelotti leaves Real Madrid and let's say Real can't get Nagelsmann or they can't get Graham Potter or something,
Graham Potter. Imagine that.
hey, I was
To Real Madrid.
man.
Steven, what would you do?
I'm about to say because Graham Potter, if he was at Real,
yeah.
he just has to coach. He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to make signings. Doesn't have to do anything. He's just got to man manage. That's it. He's not gonna have to do anything, Steven, right? Because it's the Galacticos. You can't tell Galacticos what to do.
No, I think we'll definitely win every single. We'll win the sextuple.
Exactly.
Sextuple.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if Ancelotti leaves, he's not a bad option. Or even a Mourinho comeback to Real.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I mean, you guys could possibly take Carvajal away from us, right?
Who, Man United?
Yeah.
I hope
You guys
not.
could. You guys could use
I don't want him.
Why not?
I don't want him. Stop it. Don't give us your deadwood. Get out of here. Throw Carvajal at Chelsea or something.
Chelsea.
Mariana Diaz. He could be up there. Take that number 9.
Nah.
Carvajal could join the
Cap.
MLS. Go join the MLS.
Yo, for real?
Go to Red Bull- go to Red Bulls.
New Rebels? Danny Carvajal. Danny Carvajal to score goals against Kepa Arrizabalaga. No, I'm just joking. I just like saying that last name. Anyways, besides the point. So Europa League right now, we still have. I mean, let's give some respect to Sporting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sporting CP stayed in the competition. Obviously, they're not doing the best that they could be in the Liga Portugal.
Yeah.
With being in 4th place, which is the Conference League for them, right? And 3rd is Europa League, and then 1st and 2nd is Champions League, right?
Yeah.
So right now they're in the Conference League spot. I would say this is a tough one this year, just because Porto have been looking really good, but then Benfica's been looking really good as well. Even Braga surprisingly coming out of nowhere this season. Where
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, they're always in and around top 5. They're always a solid team. But with what they've been able to do this season, I think has been lights out without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean, Sporting CP. I think they could give them a shot, but like I think Juve with the squad they have.
It's not going to be an easy game for Juve though.
Nah.
Sporting's going to give them a good
Bayern
game.
Leverkusen is looking superb in the Bundesliga recently. Like they have 5 wins in their last. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they have 5 wins in their last 5 games.
Yeah.
I still don't see how. I still think Roma comes
There-
out of that side.
But yeah,
for the final.
here's one thing I think we're all forgetting though. There's one man in that Benfica, that Sporting CP team that will make a difference. The Dutchman himself, Saint Just. I don't know if you guys saw it the other day, but the play that saved Sporting to keep them in the competition, he made that 70-yard
yeah.
dash.
He's class.
The man, I don't know why he's playing at Sporting. I don't know why he left Hamburg in Germany and didn't go to like a Prem club or something.
Didn't they get relegated? Oh.
No, but I'm saying he left them.
Yeah.
But I don't know how only like I don't know how Sporting got them. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Probably won
Because he could
Champions
start in any Premier League team, in my opinion. Any.
League. I mean, he's playing the Europa League now. I think he also played a little bit Champions League as well. So.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
without a shadow of a doubt. But I mean, this Juve lineup, right? So it's predicted that it's going to be a back 3.
They always do so dumb.
A back 3 of Sandro, Bremer, and Danilo. How the times have changed. When it used to be a Barzagli, Chiellini,
Yeah.
and Bonucci.
Uh-huh. Lichtsteiner
With Lick
on the right.
And then you had
got a better replacement
Danny
now.
Alves on the
Man.
the flank. Yeah,
That's crazy.
but and then Juan Cuadrado and Kostic playing out on the flanks,
Mhm.
and then you have a midfield 3, and Luke, if I'm reading off the midfield 3 for me.
Fagioli, Locatelli, and Adrian Rabiot.
Thank you. I didn't want to mispronounce the one because then canceled Ardi.
Could I just hear how you would pronounce it?
Nope, I'm good. And then at the attacking midfield spot, we have Di Maria, and then of course Vlahovic at striker.
They've been actually, I will say though, that's the projected lineup. They've been starting I don't know if you guys know who this is, Federico Gatti. He's like a young
Yeah.
Italian defender. They've been starting him over Sandro. He's good, but that's the only guy I think that would probably.
I mean, talk about the downfall of Alexandro, right? Like what he used to be.
I know. Can't be good
Sad.
forever.
Well, I mean,
But it's probably his time to go. Maybe
was he ever that good?
it was okay. Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't. It was never top tier. I agree.
Decent, you know what I'm saying? That's the point. Anyways, Sevilla. I don't think there's more we have to discuss about them. Obviously, numerous time Europa League winners. The lineup is solid. Obviously, having a team that I think benefited from the World Cup of either players getting rest or players just shining. When it comes to Bunu and when it comes to En-Nesyri, who both like lit up the World Cup stage.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Brian Gill's still there. Suso, Ocampos, Fernando, Rakitic, Acuna, Guedes, Bade, Montiel, and obviously Bueno.
Eric Lamela.
I mean, the only thing, if I'm Sevilla, I'm worried about is not having a Corona to help out in the midfield. By the way, there's a player named Corona. All right, he played in the Portuguese league for a while.
Yeah.
That's his name. He played for Porto. Now he's at Sevilla. His name is Corona. We're not talking about anything else or in relation to anything else. We're talking about a player whose name is Jesus Corona. That is it.
Yep.
No, nothing else behind it, people. Nothing else.
You had to really elaborate on that. name.
You have to just in case people
Just
don't
in
know.
case? Alright.
People listening on air, they'll be like, Corona, what? Are we talking about beer or are we talking about a virus? What's going on over here? So we're talking about
Alex Tellez on the bench.
Jesus
too.
Corona. Exactly. Alex Tellez on the bench, but Tellez, I think, I don't know. It's like he went to United. Obviously, the curse of United of not being under Ten Hag, of ruining players.
Yep.
Obviously, Ten Hag doesn't ruin players, but everyone else did. But also, Garnacho's still gonna be hurt for a while. Luke Shaw's out injured. Obviously, Donny's still out for the season. Rashford out, which is gonna be a big
It's gonna
problem.
be a huge loss.
But this is the first time he's injured and we're actually resting him and not like Ole, for example, forcing him to play through injury, So I'll take it. I'll take it where I can take it. Give the player some rest, give him some time. But I want to say, mate, I don't want to say anything, actually, because I'm afraid my predictions are going to go the other way. Typical Ardi. Says one thing, but then it goes the other. So I'm going to leave it that Europa League's going to be a fun competition, and I'm not making any predictions. Boys, what's your predictions?
Just for this round?
General.
Should I just make a final right now?
Whatever you want to do.
I'm going to go with Roma Sevilla final.
Roma Sevilla
Yeah.
final.
I'm going to
Okay.
say Sevilla. I don't know. I'm going to say Roma in penalties. Mourinho wins the Europa League.
Okay. Steven?
I'm gonna say Bayer Leverkusen versus Juve.
Oh,
man.
okay.
All right.
Switch it up a bit. Give us some
Wait,
difference.
but you have to say, Mr. Host, you have to say yours.
And I have to say that I am not a jinx. I will not make any predictions in regards to my team. Win, lose, or time in until I die. Besides the point. Anyways, on to the next topic.
Right.
Now, let's get into it. The Premier League has been going insane, to say the least. When it comes to results. When it comes to who goes where, what, and why, and how, right? Because we go from 1 week of Crystal Palace getting bagged by Arsenal and getting demolished to them winning 5-1
That
against
literally
Leeds.
came out of nowhere.
Yeah. No one was expecting.
I did not see that coming.
It was definitely a tale of two halves, right? Because the first half was a little dry, Bamford with a goal. And the second half, it just went off.
Crazy.
Hey man, that's what they get for firing an American manager.
Yeah, that's what you get for. Yeah, I agree. I 110% agree.
I don't get it.
It's called.
Well, also, I think the problem is that, like, if you don't have a Tyler Adams, McKinney, and Aronson midfield, and then you have a Sinister who's been rotated in and now, and a Harrison has been playing that well, it's like, can you really rely on a Patrick Bamford anymore? And they need to also improve their back line still. Like, Furbo's not good enough. Koch is not good enough. Struick is not good enough. Luke Ayling, I don't think he can be disrespected in that regard because he's been in Leeds for so long. He's been the mainstay. He's the captain. He's the one sort of been in charge.
They need to replace their whole defense.
And Meslier has obviously
Clean that house up.
Exactly. Because let's look at it, right? Because on the bench, Christensen, why is he not starting? I don't know. Rodrigo on the bench, Nyoto on the bench. I say Cooper doesn't deserve a start. and they still have the injuries to Wilbur.
Noto's a beast.
Stuart Dallas, obviously Adams out. Like if you have a Stuart Dallas and a Tyler Adams back in the team, I would have less stress because you have a Stuart Dallas out left at left wing back. Honestly, throw Ailing at center back. You have Christensen. You have a midfield three of Aronson, McKennie, and Tyler Adams, and you can choose whoever you want.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, why didn't Somerville play? I think he's really good.
He should be one of their.
I think he's one of their best players. No,
I don't know. I don't know.
He didn't even play. He didn't play a minute.
I don't know. Roy Hodgson. Javi Garcia. Is he better than Jesse Marsh? Nope. Can't tell me otherwise. Nope. But Roy Hodgson taking over from Patrick Vieira, and boy, oh boy, Olise with a hat trick of assists. Eduard with a goal. Not Jordan. Is it Jordan? No, I was right.
Yeah.
Jordan Ayew. I'm sorry. There's the Ayew brothers. So I get confused
Ayus,
sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah, Abedi Pele's sons, by the way. Fun fact. So Jordan Ayew with a brace, Eze with a goal, Schlupp with an assist, and Mark Gahey opened up the scoring with a goal. So I just have to say, kudos. No, I was excited. It was actually a really phenomenal performance. And
Leeds is just, I don't know, man.
Leeds,
They need to stay up.
there's backing, but there's no backing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like there's no one really
I
there.
don't even know why they signed that Reuter guy. Like, bro,
It was a panic buy. That's why.
I think it was
That was the only reason. It was a panic buy.
definitely a penny buy.
I mean, speaking of panicking, if you're Liverpool, you're panicking, right? You tied 2-2
Even if
against
you're Arsenal as well.
Yeah, because look, right? Because now let's be real. This draw has blown the title race open, right? Because now Man City have a game in hand, and if they win their next fixture, which is going to be Leicester City on the weekend, I'm sorry, they're getting dogged. It's definitely going to be only a 3-point difference for the title.
Imagine, bro, James Madison masterclass.
It's gonna be crazy.
I would say if there's a James Madison masterclass where he gets like 3 goals and 3 assists,
Arsenal fans would be like,
everyone's like,
they're gonna be so happy.
But we also have Man United and Newcastle tied on points at 56. Tottenham's in 5th, chasing them, but a game ahead with 53. Villa making a surprise appearance back up at the top.
Man.
No one thought they'd make it back.
They go to Europa. I mean, with a good manager, that's what happens.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like the disrespect to Unai Emery, ridiculous.
Good evening.
Unai Emery goated. But no, yeah, we had to talk about it. Arsenal, what went wrong? Who can tell me, boys, what went wrong for Arsenal?
I
I
don't
only
think
saw the first
anything
half.
went wrong with them. I think it's just Man City, man. Like, Man City is just
But I mean,
insane.
but
Like, well, how they like? It's the fact that they're competing with the likes of Man City right now is just insane. Yeah, I think give kudos to Arsenal.
yeah.
To compete with this Man City team is just insane.
But they could have walked away with 3 points this weekend. They had the
they had
lead.
a 2-goal lead.
They had
Yeah,
the
but
lead.
they could have walked away with no points because Liverpool missed
They
that
also had a
penalty.
penalty miss from Salah, which is what is that?
Not shocking.
I mean,
Salah moment.
I don't know. I mean, it's still Liverpool. Klopp, he knows how to play against big teams, so you can't really.
Here's the
doubt
thing:
him.
I have to say it's impressive to get that result without having a Saliba.
Mm-hmm.
Because don't get me wrong, Stuart Holding, I think horrendous, right? Like he's not an Arsenal player.
Rob Holding.
Rob Holding, sorry, I'm thinking of
Stuart Dallas.
What a man, gotta love him. No, but Rob Holding, and also Rob Holding is the equivalent of Callum Chambers. Both just trash, should not be at Arsenal. Let's be real.
It's true.
And the fact that, to be honest, that he didn't start a QOR over a Holding was a little concerning because he subs him out for Zinchenko. Actually, no, he didn't sub him out for Zinchenko. Who did he sub him out for? Why am I blanking?
Sichenko, Odegaard.
He took off Odegaard.
He took off Odegaard. Yeah, he took off Odegaard for him and sort of played it back 5. And I was like, yikers. I don't know if that's the best move there. But, I mean, obviously he threw on Trossard as well. But I think that you can't just, I don't know. You can't rely on Rob Holding. I think Rob Holding is like a EFL championship player max, or even like a bottom half of the table, maybe even a relegation type player. I don't think he's an Arsenal starter. I think you give Kielwar the chance over him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But besides the point, also we have to. I think we have to have a conversation about Darwin Nunez. What is his future, right? Because I hate to talk about his price tag. I despise talking about price tags. I think price tags don't mean anything anymore. I think just players are bought for a certain amount because clubs have leverage and that's it. But Darwin Núñez with only 8 goals and 3 assists in 23 matches. Don't get me wrong, 11 goal contributions
It's not bad.
for a 23-year-old brand new in the Premier League, I think is impressive.
I think it's really good. I mean,
But when you add the $100 million price tag on him, I think that's where the problem was.
I mean, I don't blame players, man. I don't blame players like Mudryk, Darwin. It's just that's how like the inflation thing is now. Like, I mean,
But I think there's also the
I don't think it's their
caveat
fault.
of you bringing in a Núñez to replace a Sadio Mane, right?
Yeah.
When people are arguing now for the vice versa.
I don't think about it in Newell's place. I think
Well,
more
that was
like,
the-
I think
no,
it's
that
more
was-
like a Firmino replacement.
That was the idea, though. That was the idea to replace
Yeah.
a
I think
goal
it was
scoring
Diaz who
guy.
came in to replace Mane.
I mean, I think Núñez gets made fun of too much, but yeah, with the price tag, it's kind of harsh. But also, we always talk about it, but he's on a squad where, an old squad where it's kind of confusing. There's some guys that need to go.
I think
So I don't fully blame
I think
him.
next season we'll see like with likes of some new additions. Then
He's got to really step it up next year.
also
He's
you
got
saw
one
Liverpool
big chance.
like they stepped out the race to sign Jude Bellingham. Like it's already ruled.
they're
out.
gonna get him. I
No,
think.
they already stepped out the race.
They stepped out.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they just sent their offer like a day ago.
Yeah, they stepped out the race already.
Maybe they
after
probably
the
want too
offer.
much.
Supposedly, I heard that they said that
He's gonna be in Madrid still.
I don't know. Supposedly,
Come to Chelsea.
I hate to say it. I don't like talking about my team like this. But supposedly, Man United got to put in a shocking bid for Jude Bellingham.
Paul Pogba 2.0.
I don't know about that. That's disrespectful. I do think that there's a possibility for him to be a top player at United. But
Yeah.
you two shouldn't forget that you're listening top of the hour on WMC Upper Montclair. And you also shouldn't forget that Jude Bellingham, I think no matter what team you're going to throw him at, will do well. Plain and simple. I think for how young he is, he's going to have time. He's going to do well. I just don't think he should go to Real right away. I really don't. I think these young players should not be going to Real so fast because then it's going to force too much pressure on them, and they're going to be there for a while. There's going to be no continuity. Things are going to keep changing. I don't think it works. I think it's rare for young players to thrive there, like when a Cristiano went there when he left Man United, or when a Gareth Bale went there when he left Tottenham. It's really hard for a younger player to thrive at a Galactico club like Real Madrid.
I mean, I think Bellingham is ready for any club in the whole world right now.
I agree with you.
That's my.
I
I
just don't-
think at Madrid he'll flourish. I'm not really concerned about that, but that's just me.
I just don't think that it's the right move for him right now.
I think he's better than Tchouaméni. So if he went, Tchouaméni's doing great. I
I
think.
mean, they play two different like.
Yeah, they're different, but I think Bellingham will be fine in that midfield. He's gonna have Modric with him, and
Yeah.
I don't know,
I think they're okay.
right? You think? I think he's ready for a big jump.
He's 100% ready for Real Madrid.
He's bigger than Dortmund.
I just don't know if him himself would want to go to Real Madrid because I
Probably
feel
wants to
he
stay
would
in his
definitely
country.
want to stay in his country. In England.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
Chelsea. Conte out, Bellingham in.
I mean, speaking of Chelsea 1-0 to Wolves. Oof.
That was a bad game to watch.
Oof. Frank
I
Lampard at
didn't
the
even
wheel.
watch it.
Bad game to watch.
I just it's one goal, man.
Plays a 4-3-3, a back four, with Cucurella, Koulibaly, Fofana, and Reece James.
I feel bad for Chelsea fans
my
out there.
God.
There's no offense with this club. Nothing.
It's just there's no direction. Here's the thing: you had a Wolves with 2 suspensions, with a Johnny out and then Ruben Neves out with a suspension.
I think that Núñez goal was a banger, though. I think it was.
It was an amazing goal.
Don't get me wrong. It
Amazing.
was a filthy goal.
Amazing.
But like, God,
Still, I mean, I don't know how-
man,
Mudryk-
there's no excuse.
I think I was the one to criticize the Mudryk signing. I know it's early and he's young, but he's just.
I was giving him praise.
He's not. He
man,
comes out on the
but-
field. He's just not. He's not in sync with
And
anyone.
I think it's just a problem that it's just too soon.
Yeah.
For like a lot of these young kids are moving too soon.
100 mil, man.
Like there's a reason why there's things called stepping stone clubs. Like you don't go to the big clubs right away.
Hey, man, Arsenal saved themselves.
I don't know if they saved themselves. I think it's just a Chelsea problem. Because I think if the roles were reversed, if Trossard went to Chelsea
Yeah, no.
and Mudryk went to Arsenal, I think it would be the same results of
No, Nah.
of Trossard struggling and then Mudryk doing well at Arsenal. I think
so.
that's
Tr-
the case.
I think
Trossard's a proven
Trossard would have been great on
player.
Chelsea.
Yeah, but I think Chelsea's that much of a damper right now because there's no control on what's going on.
I don't know. I don't think so.
But I mean, the back line played well, but the front three, like Havertz, cannot finish anymore. Is there really something
Havertz,
wrong?
he's not a striker.
Something wrong with that.
He keeps
Yeah, that
getting
too.
played out of position. He's not a striker. It's just plain simple.
And Sterling is so bad. I think he should just leave.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
not the same player that he was years
Well,
ago.
no, I think the problem with Sterling was that he was signed to play a certain role under a certain manager, gets injured, then forced to play left wing back, and then falls out of the team again.
I think Realistically will be a little bit too harsh on Chelsea right now because they just got a new manager. I think Lampard's trying to figure out things right now because he did make a couple of subs, like, you know, he added Aubameyang in there, Pulisic, trying to figure out.
I do want to read a little stat line. So, Raheem Sterling, in the past 7 days, has had more managers than he's had in the past 7 years of his career.
That's crazy.
When I went from Mancini to Pep Guardiola.
But also, I mean, we always forget, but Lampard's only going to be the manager for another month and a half, and then it's going to be look for a new manager because he's the interim.
Yeah, true.
Unless
but-
unless he wins the Champions League, I guess they'll keep him, but that's not
That'd be
happening.
insane.
No, I agree, but I mean, even so, if he wins the Champions League, I just think get someone like I don't know.
I literally
Like,
don't know.
I'm worried just because Todd Bowley is more of the problem here than Chelsea. I don't see any direction under him or the club.
The player should go on strike until he resigns.
Well, there's too many players. That's also another problem. It's like, who are you gonna get rid of? Who are you gonna
Just
get
give
rid
him the
of?
summer. Give him the summer. See what players they.
You know,
The manager signing's a big one for the summer.
the next time we get Besmir on, we're gonna do a how to fix Chelsea, and then we're gonna make a tier list of stay, sell, loan.
Okay.
And we're gonna figure it out with him when he comes back. But next up, of course, if we're gonna talk about results going the right way, United, come on, 2-0 victory over Everton. McTominay with a 36th minute goal, looking clean. Martial with a goal.
Yeah, man, McTominay's been in some crazy form recently.
Well, McTominay, I've said this on Match Week numerous times. You can check the tapes, check the podcasts, even as early as episode 3. Scott McTominay is not a center defensive mid. He's not a holding mid. He is someone who's either going to play as like an 8, like will run up and down the box, or he'll play as a 10 and score you goals. He's not a defensive midfielder. He cannot play defensively at all. He's horrendous. He gives us the ball too much and he can't thrive there. He has to be playing close to the forward line.
Anthony Martial. Goal. He always scores like that cheeky goal. But he's not the same how he was before. That's 100%.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what injuries do to you, right? But I mean, here's it. We saw Eriksson finally back in the pitch. We saw Martial playing some more minutes. But, again, there's the problems of now that we have no Marcus Rashford. He's out injured.
It's a little bit of a problem.
A big problem, so I would say.
Huge problem.
Small problem.
I wouldn't call it small.
No, I mean, it's a sarcastic small, but United's in trouble.
It's a really big
Colossal
problem. I mean, speaking of being in trouble, we have Nottingham Forest, right? They dropped into the relegation zone after losing 2-0 to Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Big problems there. Newcastle United beat Brentford 2-1. West Ham beat Fulham 1-0. Bournemouth beat Leicester. Leicester, I think, has to take the drop. I'm not even going to lie. Leicester has to go down. Lessons have to be learned. Even though, here's the thing I actually did want to talk about. The new managerial appointment here at Leicester City. Dean Smith is now the official manager for Leicester City, which I think is a pretty good appointment, if you ask me.
No, it is.
Mhm.
He's better than Brendan Rodgers. You can't tell me otherwise.
The talks fell through with Jesse Marsch.
Yeah, Jesse Marsch again, another fall
Yeah.
through. It's like the second or third one.
I mean, I don't blame him, bro.
If I'm Jesse Marsch, I would take the U.S. job as fast as I can somehow.
So true.
I'm telling you, in USA we trust. If Jesse Marsch takes over the United States men's
Really,
team,
everyone's back.
Somehow that job is still not open for him. I don't know why, but we don't know.
teach their own. Teach their own. But Leicester, I think, need a change. They need someone because they're still relying on the likes of a Jamie Vardy, Ricardo Pereira. I mean, don't get me wrong. Iheanacho's still young, but he hasn't done anything. Patsandaka has been off. Oh my god. I was looking at something, and this is from Barstool Football on Twitter. Todd Bowley. Very nice meal. Good meal. Chelsea's going to win 3-0. Their next result.
Hey, man. You gotta be positive.
Man goes from talking about a meal to being like, Chelsea next game, 3-0.
Definitely.
Meanwhile, who does Chelsea play next?
I just like the vibe.
They play
of
Real Madrid
with
next.
Todd
They
Bowley,
say
man.
3-0.
It's just the vibes around him. It's just like, I'm an owner of the Chelsea club.
He's like, I own them. I don't care.
We just splash money. I hope.
Exactly. But also,
So
if we're going to
American.
talk about I don't care, let's talk about how no one cares about Tottenham winning 2-1 against Brighton. Tottenham.
Yeah, who cares?
Joe Club.
Hey,
no one
man.
cares.
What if they land above Manchester United? What would you do in that situation?
It was just funny because of how much of a hot mess this game was and how both coaches got a red card.
Yeah, I saw that. And then the manager, what do you call him? The Tottenham manager, he wasn't even doing anything. Like I saw a video, he was literally just standing there, and just because there's a rule that if you don't control your assistant managers or your assistant, the people that's on your bench, then you also get red carded because of this. I don't know.
Yeah, because
that-
you're the
Which is
head
crazy.
coach. You're in charge.
Because he was literally just standing there, the referee just gave him a red card. And he was like, "What did I do wrong?" Like, it was so funny.
But both the Brighton and Spurs manager sent off. But Spurs actually looked a little more positive than usual.
Yeah.
Son and Kane obviously bagging goals.
I think people are like sleeping on the Kane season right now. Like he's actually having a crazy season.
Who cares?
Bro?
Who cares?
Who cares about him?
Come on, man. 23 goals, 2 assists. He would have won the Golden Boot in that Mo Salah, Aubameyang, and Heung-min Son era.
Yeah, but then keyword could have. What did he do last season? They won the Golden Boot off of 17 goals.
I mean, still, that 23 goals right now is impressive right now. I mean, he still has time. He could potentially go up to 30.
Nah, cap.
No.
Sorry, Haaland's
He has
getting
he has
Haaland's gonna
7
get the
games
boot.
left.
Give Haaland the boot.
What?
Because obviously it's
Imagine. Kane just
Haaland's
comes out
at.
of nowhere.
Let's be real.
Kane
Haaland's
comes
at
out of nowhere.
30. Kane's at 23. Ivan Toney's at 18, and then Rashford at 15.
Imagine just Kane 2 hat-tricks.
No chance.
Let's just say this, right?
Nah.
If you remove the penalty goals from the top 3 goal scorers, Haaland's still at 25, Kane's at 19, Ivan Toney's at 12, and then Rashford is still at 15. So just flexibility.
I was wondering why you're moving penalty goals. You saw Rashford had no pens.
Oh yeah. But here's the thing: Rashford has no pens, Martinelli has no pens, and Salah has no pens.
Does that make sense?
Bro, I missed it.
You're so bad you missed the penalty. So that's the point.
Klopp did the little.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed.
Yeah, he missed. Yeah, it was trash. What do you expect?
Celebrated when
Trash.
before.
No, but here's the okay. No. Let's give credit where credit is due. Right, Harry Kane, 23 goals, 2 assists.
Thank you.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid.
That's all right.
Solid, man.
It is wonderful. But the thing is that it's gonna go under the radar because Haaland's
Haaland,
just
yeah.
going crazy.
Yep.
Haaland's showing just like how easy it can be to score in the Prem.
So yeah, it's definitely going under the radar, but
I mean, it's going on the radar, but do we see him getting a move then? Because 23 goals in the Premier League, just showing he's still in form?
I think he needs to leave, man. But he needs to go to another Premier League club.
No.
And I think there's one Premier League club that I have in mind right now.
I think he has to go to Real, in my opinion. I'm being serious.
We're not gonna
Start over
go
Benzema?
from Benzema to Kane. Like it's
But
kinda,
I think so.
They're like the same age.
exactly.
No, they're not.
Oh, no, that's it. They're not the same.
Benzema's 33.
Benzema's
Kane's
older.
at 28.
But I mean, he's about to turn. No, he's 29. He's about to turn.
I always forget Kane is under 30 years old.
Yeah,
every
Kane's
time.
under
I
30.
forget that every time.
Even so, Real
looks
gets
so
Harry
old.
Kane for the next 2 years.
soon, though.
He looks so old.
Yeah, but you're gonna get Harry Kane for the next 2 years. Benzema on the way out.
But yeah, why would we sign another?
Nah,
I
don't-
mean, either way, he's gonna start declining. Soon.
Harry Kane doesn't deserve a trophy. Don't go to Real.
Harry
Do
Kane
not go-
doesn't deserve
he
a
needs
trophy.
to
Why does he not deserve a
He needs to retire with the Audi Cup only.
Audi Cup only. After
disrespect,
all the acts he pulled.
disrespect?
After all the
Harry
finals
Kane,
he choked.
No, after all the acts he pulled with his brother trying to get out of Spurs. Ugh.
Yeah, he turns 30 soon in July.
I'm just saying.
Hey man, bro, we're signing Mbappe. Come on, let's be realistic.
You're
about
not.
this.
You're not.
Not this summer.
You're not
this
signing
summer,
Mbappe.
not this summer, but next season, 100%.
You guys,
Cap.
Bro, Benzema's contract expires 2024.
Yeah, exactly.
And if Mbappe doesn't win the Champions League the next year or so,
he's not. He's on
what
Paris.
else does he have to do with it? Nothing.
He doesn't. The Madrid fans don't deserve him after they
Bro, you got
attacked him
Vinicius
after
on
he
the-
stayed on
bro,
his own.
the project that we have going on in Madrid, there's no way Mbappe has to go.
I think he might. I was gonna say you guys get Haaland, but I don't know why he would leave City either.
We're gonna give him 100%.
Probably
I doubt it.
eventually.
I doubt it.
I hope
Where's he gonna go then? Where's he gonna go?
Liverpool,
he's gonna
Liverpool.
go-
He's gonna
Liverpool.
stay in the Liga and just farm there.
Farm.
Yeah.
He's gonna come play in AC. He's gonna come to AC Milan.
Gotta go.
Where is he gonna go?
AC Milan.
Where is he gonna go?
He's not going to United.
Where is he gonna go?
United.
United. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Did you guys ever see Tom Holland when he asked Mbappe to go to Spurs and he laughed
Oh
in his
yeah.
my
face?
god,
Yep.
bro,
That was
video's
so
hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like, Spider-Man, you tell me where to go? Funny. No. I mean, speaking of funny, Southampton, funny club, lost 4-1 to Man City. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not fair. It's just not fair.
bro, the City squad is just.
Because let's look at their backup striker in Julian Alvarez, right?
Class.
Even though like he's the backup to Haaland, he mostly gets substitute appearances. Still has 7 goals in 22
He
Premier League
impresses
matches.
every appearance though. Every time that he gets, he impresses.
Yeah,
He's-
100%.
What a signing! I will say that. I think it's only 20 mil. Jeez,
It took him 6 minutes off the bench to score.
20
It was
mil.
a pen,
This-
but
he could potentially start in any.
honestly, you
top
should just go to a club where he could be full-time 9,
I'll
right?
take him at Real Madrid.
That would actually,
Yeah,
that would actually,
him at Real
They're
Madrid.
gonna get Mbappe.
well, that would actually
You
be
get Julian
that would actually be a good replacement though, for Benzema.
Oh yeah, 100%. But guys, we gotta talk about the Prem because our table right now is looking spicy. Man City with a game in hand have 67. Newcastle with a game in hand behind Arsenal 56. United with a game in hand 56. Spurs are played 30. They're at 53. Now here's the sleeper. Brighton still have 2 games in hand and are at 46 points. If they win their next 2 matches and they catch up, they get to 52 points. So they'll be ahead of Aston Villa in 6th, and they'll be a point behind Spurs.
Oh man,
And their next game is Chelsea.
whoa!
So
They could push top 4.
they definitely could.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? So all of the next Premier League matches are this Saturday. 7:30 a.m. we have Aston Villa versus Newcastle. 10 a.m. Southampton versus Crystal Palace. 10 a.m. Wolves against Brentford. 10 a.m. Chelsea versus Brighton. 10 a.m. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Why are they all 10 a.m.?
But that's just gonna be insane. Like imagine Liverpool with no Europe.
Listen to this. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Everton versus Fulham. Man City versus Leicester City. That's the Saturday results. And for Sunday, we have West Ham versus Arsenal. Nottingham Forest versus Man United. And then on Monday, we have Leeds versus Liverpool. Indeed.
Artie, do you think Klopp gets fired if Liverpool doesn't get any European?
No.
Really?
He should.
don't think so.
I don't think he should be either.
I don't think you should either. I think without Jurgen Klopp, that club fails without a doubt.
Chelsea, take notes.
Chelsea, take notes. Exactly.
Learn what you did.
Let's get our score predictions out. Aston Villa versus Newcastle.
Newcastle. I'll say Newcastle 2-1.
3-1 Newcastle.
I'm going 0-0.
Really?
Oh.
Well, no, actually, no,
Like
I'll go 1.
0-0?
Well, I'll go 1-1.
Yeah,
1-1.
1-1 sounds better.
I'll go 1-1 Aston
'Cause
Villa.
Watkins and Isaac.
Yeah, those two have been.
They've been phenomenal recently.
But still, no Miguel Myron and no
I
Saint
mean, they've been
Maximin.
fine. My prediction that they were to do bad, but they've been actually better than I
Yeah.
thought they were to be.
100%. Southampton versus Crystal Palace.
Hmm.
I'm going Palace 2-0 victory.
Yeah, I'll say Palace too.
1-1 tie.
Fair. Wolves versus Brentford. I think Brentford blows them out of the water.
Brentford 2-0.
2-1 Brentford.
3-1 Brentford. Ivan Toney gets a hat trick. Chelsea versus Brighton.
1-0 Chelsea.
1-0 Chelsea.
Chelsea versus Brighton.
3 points for Chelsea.
What did you say?
1-0 Chelsea.
2-1 Brighton.
I was gonna say that. No, I got you. I'm gonna go with a tie. 1-1 tie.
Oh yeah, that's solid.
Tottenham versus Bournemouth. I think Kane catches up with the Golden Boot race with this one.
Actually, I'll give this a tie.
Tie.
Yeah.
2-0 Tottenham.
I'm gonna go 3-0 Bournemouth. Why not? Just for the sake of it. Why not?
You just said.
I would say 1-0.
You just said Kane would catch the.
Yeah, but then also I just want to be different.
Okay.
Why not?
Alright.
Everton versus Fulham.
Ooh, 0-0.
1-0 Fulham.
I'll say 1-0 Everton.
Okay. Man City versus Leicester, 12-0.
5-1.
Like Haaland's gonna bag a hat trick of goals and assists.
You know what? I'm gonna say a draw.
A draw.
2-2.
Are you feeling all right?
Steven, I'm gonna play this clip back just
If
for
it
you
happens,
next week.
bro, that'd be insane.
Yeah, exactly. We're just gonna talk about
Madison's
it.
gonna be
What's
It'll be 4-0 at half, and City's gonna win 5-1.
Now Sunday, West Ham versus Arsenal.
Ooh.
But let's be real, right?
I'll be honest.
West Ham.
I see 4-1.
West Ham won 2 out of their past 5 matches, lost 2, drew 1.
I'd say West. I mean,
And
Arsenal
those were
just-
against Fulham, Newcastle, Southampton, Villa, and Brighton. They lost 4-0 to Brighton. They lost 3-1 to Man United. They tied 1-1 Villa. They beat Southampton 1-0. They lost to Newcastle 5-1, and they beat Fulham 1-0.
Yeah, I think Arsenal have a
Arsenal
they have a
3-0.
field day.
3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal.
Yeah. They got West Ham's got no chance.
Nottingham Forest versus Man United.
Nottingham 5-0. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna say Man United 2-1.
I'm gonna say
You got so mad.
I'm gonna say United 4-1.
face?
McTominay hat trick.
United 4-1.
McTominay hat trick.
I'm gonna say a draw.
Draw. That could probably happen too, knowing them. Ugh, bottle jobs. Leeds versus Liverpool. I want Leeds to win just because.
I'll just
2-2
say
draw.
2-0 Liverpool, just because I think they still got it.
4-0 Leeds. Brendan Aronson with a hat trick. Calling it now.
Let's get it.
That's what I want.
Brendan Aronson.
Brendan Aronson. And that will conclude our Premier League review. Now, if you have any comments, questions, or thoughts, you can call in if you like. No call to actions, but I don't know if our phone's working right now. And we're going on a short break here as, be ready, we're going to be talking about the community team of the season that has been released by EA. And I'm not going to lie. Some of these players on this list, I don't know why they're there. Some of them don't belong there. Some of them I thought are actually in contention for their respective leagues' team of the seasons. I don't know what EA is thinking. Are they a little dumb in their tum-tums? I don't know. We can figure it out. But we're going to be back. We're going to play some PSAs, CBBs, make sure we hit our legal ID, and we'll be back in just a moment. Oh, well, we're back on there. Hi, guys. Nah, I'm just joking. We're vibing out a little bit to our music here. Shout out to the Debacle with their song Flashing Lights. There we go. Words are a bit of a struggle sometimes, guys. Especially when you're running on 4 hours of sleep and it's Ramadan. But besides the point, we're back at you live with the community team of the season. I got Steven Moncayo and Luke Cirianni here.
What's up?
With myself, Ardi Emini. And this is Match Week. Now, we are going to be talking about the community team of the season listed off by EA. Now, are you guys looking at the spreadsheet I gave you?
Yes, sir.
Now, I have the EA Team of the Season vote right here. We're going to have a bit of a discussion, and we're going to argue who should be in the Community Team of the Season and why.
So, I mean, some clarification on the community team of the season. This is like what? People...
It's just whoever these are random people that the community will be given.
Okay.
So, like,
Interesting.
it says vote for the best players with one performance-based special item or less this season. So, basically, the players have basically been trash this season.
Oh.
But I don't think Lafont's been trash. I don't think Summer nor De Gea. I don't know how
Yeah.
EA makes this list. Like, Livakovic had an
this is a
insane
very
World Cup.
confusing list.
All I know, guys, you cannot argue me with this. David De Gea traded. Besides the point. There's no arguing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Summer could put a little...
Nope. Sorry.
Summer.
No.
Summer.
Sorry, that happened.
I would just say David
I say Vicario from Empoli deserves to start.
Cap.
Yeah, it's De Gea.
De Gea without doubt. Now, to be fair, if you're on the spreadsheet, make a little green highlight of whichever one we pick at the end of the day. Just so I know when I have to do the graphics later for my thumbnails. Okay. For defenders now, I'm not going to lie. What are these choices? At right back, I do want to throw Tavernier right away.
Danilo's been class, though.
Here's the thing, okay?
I'm putting Danilo.
Yeah, but Danilo's a center back, though. I don't think I saw the card.
Oh, it's a center back card.
Yeah.
Isn't it all defenders?
Yeah, but like we're gonna do prop positions: left back, right back, center back.
We're doing 4-3-3.
Yeah, we're doing 4-3-3.
Neil's in there regardless. He's been having.
Yeah, I agree. But here's my question though: why is Kim Min Jae in this list?
Yeah,
He deserves a shout for regular Serie A team of the season,
Yeah.
no way they're gonna like.
or
rob
even
him.
like for example Nathan Ake.
But the same goes with Danilo and Nathan Ake too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like even Trimmel deserves Bundesliga team of the season shout. That's why I'm so confused why some of these players are here. But we're gonna go with it. I think we have to go Kim Min Jae and Danilo. Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone else on this list. who can
Serie
tell
A
me
on top.
otherwise. Now for left back, I think it has to be either Nuno Santos or Gaia. I don't think Robertson gets the shout.
I think I'll give Gaia the edge.
Who?
Steven?
Gaia?
Yeah, Jose Gaia.
I'm gonna give it to Robertson.
Nah. All right.
I want to give it to Nuno Santos. So we both have 3 different left backs here that we want to put in.
I mean, if I had to settle, I think I would put.
I think Nuno Santos has been the better left back. I think Robertson has been a shadow of himself this season. Liverpool looked horrendous. I think Valencia have been half decent, and Gaia's the only decent option. And Nuno Santos has been doing well.
Santos hasn't been looking that insane either.
Nah, he's been looking good he's been looking better than Robertson for Sporting.
What do you mean? Doesn't Nuno Santos play in?
No,
He's
he's
on Sporting.
Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about the Nuno Santos, the left back from who's
Oh, okay,
Portuguese.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched him
For
enough, so
Sporting.
I don't even know to pick him.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't.
All right, Nuno Santos has been picked. Can't tell me otherwise. We're a
Still
little
go
too.
Robertson, but okay.
How about this? All 3 of us make our own list while we're having this discussion. At the end, we're gonna list off who we picked.
Okay.
All right, so you guys can pull up the pull it up on the
So
app.
how many defenders are we picking?
4.
4. Okay.
Here, I'm gonna copy the link and I'm gonna send it to you boys. So just to make sure we're doing this fair and square, you guys don't say, "Oh, Ardi's like uploading us."
I was gonna just type it on my. I was gonna type it on my phone.
No, I sent you the link.
Okay.
Fine.
Word.
We're doing the official community vote. So I have my back 4 picked. You guys can update your back 4s while I list off the midfielders.
Sure.
We have Danny Parejo, Kingsley Coman, Bernardo Silva. I think disrespectful that he's here right now.
Oh, Silva.
Anderson Talisca, Declan Rice, Zielinski, Gerhardt, Ricardo Horta, Benacer, Chikwueze, Otavio Chananoglu, Ito, Marino, Goodwin, and Turam. Now, tell me how Benacer, Zielinski, and Bernardo Silva are on this list.
That's a good question.
Crazy.
Like they deserve shouts for their own league's respective team of the season. And for that reason, I'm definitely picking a Bernardo Silva.
What about Anderson Talisca?
I want to pick him. I'm really tempted, but there's Benacer and there's Zielinski there too. And there's also Chikwueze. I think Benacer gets a shout from me as well.
I'm gonna put Anderson Talisca.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't know. Oh, Zelinski's here too.
Yes, I'm saying.
Stacked. I don't know who to pick.
Joe
I
Linton's
can't,
in
I
there,
can't
too.
pick a midfield.
Yeah, Joelinton's there.
Chanalolu.
Joe Linton, Caicedo. No, I'm with Caicedo.
You know what? I'm putting in Joelinton. Actually, no, I'm putting in Albanian. I'm putting in Uzzini.
Of course.
That's what I'm putting. Plain and simple. Albanians make it.
You know what? I'll just put in. Yeah, let's put. Ooh, Ricardo Horta too.
Yeah. So, let's read off our picks real quick. So for goalkeeper, who did you guys go with?
Oh, wait, Coleman's in
David
here.
Gea.
I put David De Gea.
I took the Gea.
Okay. Back 4, I stuck with Nuno Santos, Danilo, Kim Min-jae, and Tavernier.
I put Robertson, Danilo, Kim Min-jae, and Trimmel.
Tavernier. You're not gonna like this one already. Otamendi, Danilo, and Robertson.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
But
You didn't put Kim Min-jae, really?
nah,
You didn't put Kim Min-jae, bro?
I didn't.
So I'm
What's
saying
wrong
the
with you?
disrespect.
He's the best defender in the list. God,
Midfield
you're sick.
3, I did Benacer, Bernardo Silva, and of course Akuchezi, Uzzini, plain and simple.
I put Anderson Talisca, Coleman, and Bernardo Silva.
You put Coleman?
Yeah.
So did I.
You put Kingsley
Bro,
Boys.
Kingsley Coleman.
He's what? He's a
arguably
beast.
One of the best wingers.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's been trash for Bayern. He barely plays.
What?
He barely plays.
Bro, he's one of the. I think
Leroy Sané,
he's their best-
Serge
he's
Gnabry,
their best winger.
Sadio
Kingsley
Mane.
Coleman's their
They
best
all
winger.
start over him. He does not
Nah,
play. He
Kingsley-
doesn't play. He
Kingsley
doesn't get
Coleman's-
minutes.
Kingsley
He
Coleman's
doesn't
my
get
favorite
minutes. Cap. Now for the attack. I think if we're talking about Dusan Tadic of yesteryear, yes, but this year no.
Gabriel.
Gabriel Jesus is.
Yeah,
is up
Jesus.
there.
I think has to, right? I think he's going in for me. Rodrigo, I think deserves a shout.
Yeah.
Even though he's like a bit trash at times. And then
You know what? This Gonçalo
yep,
Ramos,
I'm putting him in too.
Tadic, Rodrigo, Mofi deserves a shout too. I see what he's been doing in Nice.
Now, guys, we have our lists.
Yeah.
So I have Nuno Santos, Danilo, Kim Min-jae, Tavernier, De Gea as my back line.
I got Robertson, Danilo, Kim and Jay, Trimmel, and De Gea in my back line.
Robertson, Danilo, Otamendi, and Tavernier.
Okay. Midfield 3, I got Benacer, Bernardo Silva, Uzuni.
Coleman.
he?
I got Coleman, Silva, and Zelinski.
Coleman. How is Coleman making your guys' list?
How's he not a
Bro,
great
How
How
is
is he not
Kingsley
doing
Coleman
Coleman?
making it? We're talking about team of the season, not team of what Kingsley Coleman has done this past few years.
To be fair,
No,
this is Mickey Mouse team of the season, but
This is Mickey Mouse team of the season, but besides the point.
no disrespect.
All disrespect.
Well, right.
Most of it. But here's the thing.
Coleman currently has 6 goals and 4 assists.
Okay, cool. Don't care.
And
He doesn't compare
been
to the
super
rest of the
crucial
midfielders.
to
He doesn't compare to the rest of the midfielders. I'm sorry.
I should have put Benacer over Coleman now that I think about
Nah.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm sticking with
You're telling me he's better
Forza-
than Benacer?
it. Forza Milan.
Exactly. The disrespect from you. How dare you? But, dude, like, Parejo doesn't get it, in my opinion. Talisca deserves a shout. Rice has been below average this
Let's
season.
get a shout.
I think Talisca deserves a shout, without a doubt.
I think he deserves it, bro. He's been balling out. I think he's the best player there.
I think the only caveat, and I hate to put this as a caveat, is just because he's been playing in the Saudi League. That is the only real caveat he has.
I mean, I don't know what this little community team season is, but
I'm still confused.
if this is like players that we want like in the game, then I mean Anderson Talisca.
Well, I mean, in the game and also who we want. It's a mixture of both, right?
Oh, then yeah. I mean, I'm still sticking with mine.
I don't know. Just imagine an Albanian that like goes off in FIFA. Don't mind if I do. But
You said you put Zelensky in your team,
Mhm.
Zelensky's a shout.
He's
too.
he's a beast this year. If you
Okay,
dude, he's
let's be real.
bro.
If I don't have my Albanian in, if my biases aren't there, I think for me it's tied between Anderson Talisca and Zelensky. But then again,
Nah.
I'm confused because they should be on the respective teams. I don't know how they're here. I really don't.
I just don't know how you don't see how Coleman could fit into the starting 11.
No, I don't.
How?
That's
he
crazy.
doesn't. He doesn't. I don't think he gets anywhere near the starting 11.
What?
No, he's not.
He wouldn't even be like a 12th man if you had to pick one.
Nope.
What?
Nah, he's
My
been a
12th man would probably
He's
be
been, he's
Anderson
been a
Talisca.
superb winger for Bayern this season.
He's been barely playing.
But for the minutes that he does play, he's been superb.
I'll pull up the stats now. You have me irked. I'm officially irked.
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 No, he's such a good winger. Every time I see him play,
Cappuccino.
you
You're serving me a large cappuccino.
I think he's one of the best. Best
18 matches, 6 goals, 4 assists.
That's so impressive.
18 out of how many matches have Bayern played?
And how many minutes has he played?
And how many minutes? I don't know minutes. You can look that up if you want. But how many matches? In 27 matches played, he's played 18. Most of them seemingly look like substitute appearances.
Exactly.
Let's double check and make sure that I'm reading the statistics correctly. Stats. League. 10 starts, 18 appearances, 6 goals, 4 assists.
And you're telling Ardi, tell me to my face that's not good.
If we're talking about team of the season, no.
Compared to these players,
Compared
it has
to
to be
who?
good.
Compared to who? I mean, let's talk about. Here's the thing. In my head, if we're talking about the rest of the Bayern team, right? Leroy Sané starts over him. Serge Gnabry starts over him.
I don't think
Sadio
I don't
Mane
think
starts
Serge
over him.
Gnabry starts
Yes, he
over
does.
him. No, he doesn't.
He does.
Not right now. Not in current form.
He still starts over him every day.
I don't think he starts.
I have
not in
to.
current form.
Mm.
Serge Gnabry, 20.
People disrespect Coleman so much, bro.
Serge Gnabry has 16 starts, 6 more than Kingsley Coman. He's playing more than Kingsley Coman. 27 games played as well in the Bundesliga.
How much goals and assists?
9 goals, 4 assists. And he's about to break his prior
3 more goals.
He's about to break his prior goal returns, with last season in 34 matches getting 14 goals and 5 assists.
But I mean, that's still like what 3 more goals with 6 more starts, and games played.
Just saying.
Hey,
I think if we're going to talk about who's more crucial to either team, I don't see Kingsley Coman being that crucial.
What?
I mean, serious.
I don't see it, but okay. I don't get it. A beast.
A beast.
He's clutch. Like Steven said, he's clutch when he's on the field, right?
I mean, the only clutch moment he's really had is from the Champions League, boys.
Nah, he's had other chances. He's had other opportunities in the Bundesliga that he impressed a lot in. Oh, but
Hello?
Nah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Luke?
I mean, between that midfield, there's a lot of good options in the midfield. The
Ricardo Horta one also like kind of surprised me a little bit. I think he's also been really good for Braga.
To me, Benacer and Zielinski is a toss-up, but I don't know.
Zielinski for me is different because I think
you don't like you seemed upset when I said his
I
said his name.
Zambo and Guisa and other Napoli. Who's that Napoli midfielder?
Anguissa's Laborca.
I think Zambo and Guisa had a better.
But he's not on the list, is he?
No, he's not. But I just think like I don't know.
Maybe. Do you know Laborca is the other one?
Don't get me wrong. Zielinski hasn't been bad though. He's been pretty good this season. He's 3 goals, 7 assists. Actually, you know what? I'll give him a shot.
He's shifty. He's a good player.
Right.
He's not a goal scorer, but he's really good.
And he also has 4 goals and 2 assists in the Champions League. Oh wow.
He's one of the guys that if you turn it on, if you like look at the stats, it doesn't look like it makes a difference. But if you watch the games, it's like wow, he's good.
Maybe that's why.
It's like there's a lot of midfielders like that. They don't score any goals. They just change the game.
Pick. So you picked him in your team?
Zielinski, yeah.
Remember who else?
So my midfield is Bernardo Silva, Zielinski, and
so look, Ricardo Horta in the Liga Portugal, he has 9 goals and 6 assists.
Yeah,
but
there's too many good midfielders to put him in the starting 11, right?
That is true. I mean, maybe. I still don't see how Coleman doesn't make it.
I'm not really a big fan of the defending options, or I'm not a big fan of the attackers. Actually,
I put Talisca in because, bro, I think he's 16 goals this season.
Who'd you put in?
Talisca.
You put him in your starting 11?
Yeah, he has 16 goals this season with 1 assist. He also scored in that.
Bro, Chanalolu's got to be a shout too. He's a beast.
He's also in the final, the Kings Cup.
Declan Rice, I can't believe he made this list.
I think Talisca. Subtracting Ronaldo from the equation, Talisca has been their best player. Talisca has been their best player this season because Ronaldo came halfway in the season.
For what team? Al Nassr?
First, Al Nassr, yeah.
I don't even know. Bro, I don't even know who that is. I've heard his name, but I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Talisca is?
Oh, is he's the Ronaldo's wingman, Anderson Talisca?
Bro, he's like the main player, and he's also balled out in Shakhtar and stuff like that.
Who's the one they shipped out there? When Ronaldo got there, though, they shipped out a really good player.
Oh, the striker.
Like before he got there.
Oh, it was the striker, the Cameroonian striker.
He was their best player.
Abu Bakar.
He was their best player.
He was their best player, but Talisca also was their second kind of best player.
Nah, you can't put anybody in the Saudi league in the starting 11. That's crazy. These guys.
Wow.
No, come on.
Bro, 16 goals?
Yeah, but it's a 66 best league. It's not. You can't put it there.
66 best league?
Yeah.
They literally almost beat PSG.
Bro, they don't over the guys in Europe, over Prem players, over Serie A players, over Bundesliga, over La Liga, over even French league, even Portuguese league. You can't even compare. You can't really put.
What about the forwards? I think the forwards are pretty straight on.
I don't like a lot.
The thing is, Rodrigo.
Rodrigo's a clear standout, and Jesus are the clear standouts out of these.
Jesus, and then Gonçalo Ramos. I think he has like 20 goals. I think this season. I'll check for you.
Beast mode in the World Cup.
No, he's also had a good World Cup as well. Bro, his celebration.
He put Ronaldo on the bench. He played great though. He scored a hattie against Switzerland.
Yeah, and also
Tadic gotta be a shout
right now.
Tadic is a shout up there.
Tadic does deserve a shout. But in the League Portugal currently right now, Gonçalo Ramos has 17 goals and 2 assists.
Is he top scorer?
I think I'll check that right now.
And why is Deulofeu in this? Why is Deulofeu in this list?
Bro, Deulofeu.
Exactly to my point. Why is Deulofeu in this point? Like he was at Watford for a bit, been up and around at clubs, but he's just done nothing. He's been in the Serie A. He's tried to find his place, but he hasn't been doing anything. He has not been doing anything at all.
Garbage.
That's a little harsh. I wouldn't say garbage.
All right. I mean, he's shown me that. He's shown me his garbage.
Who?
Delafeu has just been a guy that's been like floating around. You hear his name, but he's never.
I think he like had like an ACL injury or something, and then he just never.
He was on Barcelona ages ago.
Yo,
but
talking
he never
about this,
panned out.
Terry Mofi, he has 16 goals and 2 assists in the Liga right now.
Yeah.
He's actually like.
Yeah.
He's
up
pretty
there.
solid. That's what I'm saying. I'm confused how some of these players are making it into community. Because, like, they have argument. I know what it is because they're probably going to give, like, the Liga ones to, like, Messi and Mbappe and all of them, you know, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's not that far from the. Jonathan David's number 1 right now. He's at 19.
In goals?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mofi's just 3 goals away. I mean, Mofi. Actually, I don't think he makes it over Gonçalo, though. He could, though. Actually, Gonçalo has 17 goals.
Maybe. There's a chance.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's balling out.
But I have officially submitted my vote for Community Team of the Season.
Me too.
Yep.
We are here. Now, just to go over one last final time. We're going to start from the back and work our way down. Work our way up, sorry. But my goalkeeper, David De Gea.
Okay, yeah, we agree with that.
My fullbacks, Nuno Santos Tavernier.
Solid.
Any differences here?
I mean, I have Robertson in my left back and Trimmel in my right back position.
Yeah, Trimmel. I could see
Union Berlin,
Robertson
man.
trash.
I have the same I have the same right back as you, but I put Robertson.
Robertson's been trash this season.
Nah.
He's still been solid.
He's still been
left
solid.
Wait, did you say your center backs or no? No.
I'm gonna say him right now, but I don't say Robertson. I think is a poor choice.
back. You think Robertson a poor choice?
100%.
What about Nuno Mendes?
Nuno Mendes, I think.
Portugal, he's 4th.
Yeah, but I think anybody's a better option than Andrew Robertson right now.
Why?
I think because of how poor Liverpool has been.
But Andy Robertson has had some solid performances as well.
He's been half decent. He hasn't been solid. He's been half decent at best.
He's had some solid performances, in my opinion.
Nah.
I don't know.
That's why I like to call a large cappuccino. Right there, Steven Moncayo. But no,
6 assists a season. 6 assists a season. That's more assists than I think some of your midfielders would mention.
Cap. My midfielders, they probably have more.
More
So
assists than Fred.
I want to say because I have Bernardo Silva in my midfield, so there's no way he has more than him. Besides the point, Danilo and Kim Min Jae as my 2 center backs.
He actually does have
Danilo
more.
and Otamendi.
Wait.
You guys got
Robertson has more Premier League assists right now currently this season than Bernardo Silva.
What about goals?
Really?
Well, he's a left back.
Doesn't matter. What about goals? Doesn't matter.
He has 4 goals right now.
Okay, cool.
4 goals and 5 assists.
All right, cool.
That's not. I mean,
While
it's not-
Robertson has 6 assists.
bro, it's not bad
Cool.
for.
Cool. Doesn't matter. Don't care.
No. Okay.
What'd you say? Yeah, I took Kim and Jay out of the starting 11.
Why?
Bro, Otamendi was a starting center back, won the World Cup. He was a beast.
Bro,
He
you're
nearly-
gonna actually.
He nearly costed Argentina so many games, bro. Otamendi was their biggest problem.
Bro, he's still with the Argentina bias, bro.
It's not the Argentina
Bro,
bias.
they won the World Cup. Like you can't
Dude,
just
Bro, he
dismiss
thinks
that.
the World Cup, winning the World Cup means that like you deserve every single award.
He
on
nearly
Earth.
costed them a World Cup.
That's what I think too.
Otamendi nearly.
I
cost
think
them a
I
World
think
Cup.
we're talking about with Benfica. Then that's a different.
Yeah, even Otamendi.
But
with Benfica
I
has been-
heard he's been reckless on Benfica.
Exactly.
right?
He's a reckless player in general.
I mean,
It's not even just
nah,
Benfica.
he's
It's
been
in general.
he's been really decent in Benfica. Bro, he's been in the Champions League performances. Have you seen his Champions League performance? He's been good.
Ugh.
And in the league, they're first place right now.
Ugh.
How are you gonna say he's been doing bad?
Because I can just say
I-
it flat
I-
out.
I
He's been
picked-
doing
I picked
bad.
him.
I can just say it.
Okay.
All right.
He's a bad. That's just all right. Me. How dare you? How dare you?
I mean,
How rude.
he's,
The nerve. The nerve. The nerve.
he's a mention. He deserves to be there.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
I do think he's a resident.
I think it's just Danilo and Kim Min Jae. There's no way Otamendi.
I mean, it's fair. Kim and Jay's been class.
I mean, well, so what was your other option besides Otamendi?
Kim and Jay.
Oh, you had. I thought you said
No,
you
no,
replaced them.
no. I had Danilo and
Oh,
but no,
my
I'm saying
God.
Kim and Jay is the other guy I would have put if I had to take out.
You think Danilo had a better season in Serie A than Kim and Jay right now?
Overall, I think so. The whole year combined, yeah. I've been watching. Yeah, he's been good. Danilo's been class.
You think Danilo wasn't better than Kim and Jay this season?
Is Kim Min Jae in your lineup?
Yes.
With who?
With
You have Danilo.
Danilo, yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Individually, Danilo's been better, but the teams are not comparable. Napoli's been obviously way better.
So why didn't you pick Kim and Jay?
If Danilo was on Napoli, he would
Bro,
have been.
Napoli right now, they're currently Like how many points clear?
Yeah, they're a better team. I know they're a better team. It's not about we're doing individual players.
The majority of the success of that was Kim and Jay. The defensive explain.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
We move.
We do move.
Midi.
We move to the midfield of my midfield of Benacer, Bernardo Silva, and Uzuni. The Albanian himself, Ekuchezi. Only reason why I got my vote. But realistically, I am torn between Zielinski and Anderson Talisca. I can't choose.
For me, I picked Bernardo Silva, Anderson Talisca, and oh my god, my list just disappeared. Oh, and Coleman. Yeah.
And Coleman.
Coleman, Bernardo Silva, and Zielinski.
You guys are so disrespectful to the City Up. By the way, why is the City Up the majority
I love
of the players
I
here?
love the City Up. You picked the Saudi League player for your starting lineup.
Bro,
That's crazy.
16 goals and 1 assist right now. If any, like,
Yeah, the
he's
Saudi League.
Yeah, and,
he's a
and
baller.
it's a Sunday league.
Bro, how you say it's a Sunday league?
All right, I'm not gonna be that disrespectful, but it is. It's literally not even pro. It's not even pro
Bro,
football, but
League Un, Sunday league, bro.
it's not pro football. But
I mean, the Liga, I don't know. I have my gripes with the Liga right now. That's why I wouldn't really recommend a Liga player. But like I said, Uzuni, boys, I don't know if I made this obvious, but he's only there because he's Albanian. You know, nepotism and everything.
I think you got that point.
You got that point?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was being straightforward about it. Benacer, I think, has been lights out for Milan
You're right.
and has been so crucial. Bernardo Silva is always class, and I don't know how he's in this community. I really don't. But I think he's an easy shoe-in for a vote. There's no way you don't vote.
He's the best player out of all these finalists in all positions. Gotta be, probably.
100%. 100% without a doubt. And then I want to think, because Declan Rice is on this list.
No.
And he's someone. No, I'm not saying someone has to talk about go on the list. He's someone we have to talk about in general. What is going on with Declan Rice? Is it a West Ham issue or is it a Rice baby?
Just an overrated English youngster.
Okay, it's it's a little unfair.
I want to see him go to a big club and see what he does. He won't do anything.
I mean,
He's not all that.
If he were to go to a club, where would he go? That's the question.
I don't want to play this game again. I don't know. I don't think Declan Rice is a big club player. I don't know. I don't know if he could do well in any top club.
Even if you don't think he's a big club player, what's the small club you think he's gonna go to?
He's played with England.
I know. I don't know.
I would say him and Bellingham link up really well as a midfield too.
Yeah.
Because Bellingham is there. That's why.
Ooh, he was doing it before Bellingham was there too. We gotta give him credit. We gotta give him credit.
All right. Fine.
I'll give him his credit.
Give him his flowers, as Matt would say.
He's also been having a good season too.
He's good.
Mention.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's alright. I don't know. It's just like Danny Parejo's Valencia, Villarreal.
For honorable mentions, I'll give it to Parejo, Zielinski, and Benacer. As honorable mentions.
I don't know how.
And Joelinton as
well. Bro, all those guys should be starting over
Joelinton,
Talisca.
I think, is a genuine honorable mention. I think it's just unfair for him that how he's been turned into a center mid, and he needs more time. But Joelinton, I think, 100% deserves a shout because of how well he's been for Newcastle.
Yeah.
And the forward line, Gabby Jesus, I think, would get Prem Team of the Season if he wasn't injured so often.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the problem. And then obviously, I mean, if we think about it, I think my team's a majority Portuguese-speaking team.
Yikes.
So I have what? Danilo, Nuno
mine
Santos, Bernardo Silva, Rodrigo, Gabby Jesus, and Gonçalo Ramos. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the 11 players. So
That
more
is-
than 50%.
That's some Cristiano bias right there.
What do you mean Cristiano bias?
Oh, you're just picking his nation.
Bro, he lives in his head for free.
Picking his nation,
We weren't even
bro.
talking about Ronaldo.
Yeah, for real. Like
Bro, but that's what do you? How is it? How'd you guys pick?
Ronaldo is not even mentioned once. Ronaldo is not even mentioned once on this show.
I have 3 Portuguese players.
It
in
wasn't
this.
mentioned the whole episode.
Oh my god.
But whatever.
Oh.
I picked Otamendi because I thought he was a good defender, but then everyone's like, oh, the World Cup, Argentina won the World Cup.
No. Otamendi is just trash. No one's arguing with that you picked him because of World Cup and stuff. He's just trash.
Okay, that I do disagree.
I don't, but he's not though.
He's trash.
He's a dirty player, but he plays to win.
He is garbanzo beans. Trash. He's as trash can get. He is by far the worst center back to ever play in the Premier League, in the Liga Portugal, and even at the World Cup stage. Nicholas Otamendi.
You forget about
is-
Harry Maguire?
Yeah.
Harry Maguire's played in the
He's the Argentinian Harry Maguire. They're both just as bad.
Well, Harry Maguire's class on England, so I guess Otamendi's
Class
class,
on
for the
England.
national team.
Yeah, because when he, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Siri. You can't even agree with Luke right now. No, the problem is that when Harry Maguire plays at England, he doesn't play as a center back. He plays basically as a 6. He plays as like a holding defensive midfield. So he's able to get away with a lot more, and he's able to look a lot better.
That's true. I don't know, just like his game IQ gets higher on the national team. I don't know what it is. He looks like he's a lot smarter. But
Harry Maguire for you.
yeah,
Just like Otamendi. Harry Maguire for you.
Otamendi.
Okay, Siri, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Luke. Leave me alone. It's our time, Luke, not Steven. Steven, you're gone.
You're fired.
The youths. No, I'm sorry. My Schmidt just came out. Anyways, no. So, Gabriel Jesus, unfortunate. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Leave me alone. Gabriel Jesus, unfortunate. Gonçalo Ramos. Do we think...
Just throw the watch out.
The nerve. This is the Ardi Emini show, not the you show. Quiet. Nicholas Otamendi. Trash. No, Gonçalo Ramos. Are we jumping on the hype train too fast for him?
No.
For the starting 11? Or just
Just
in
in
general?
general. I'm a little worried for him because obviously he had a good World Cup performance. He's been solid.
He comes off the bench and starts and scores a hat trick in his first game. I don't think it's fair.
You're making a switch. We're calling an
I'm
audible.
doing Tavernier to instead of Trimble.
Okay, that wasn't the one I was trying to sell you on. That one I could care less. You pick it right back to you.
We're going all
You
the way.
got me excited. I'm like, did I convince him on Kingsley Coman finally? Like, no. He was like, I was just
Nah.
with Trimmel. Get rid of the one Bundesliga guy. Why not?
Nah, Tavernier, I switched up his stats for the squash.
You're killing me. You all are killing me.
15 goals and
The
6
nerve.
assists.
The absolute nerve.
And he played
One of my final few episodes wrapping up here on WMC. This is what you guys do to me. The nerve. After all I've done for you. All the Rebels coverage. The nerve.
Rebels too.
Rebels too. What great guys. Shout out Peter Cohen. But
Shout out Dan.
our official teams, Steven, last minute change. I will go first. I don't even have to look at my phone and I know it because that's how good my team is. David De Gea in goal. Tavernier right back. Nuno Santos left back. We have Danilo and Kim Min-jae at center back. Midfield 3 of Benacer, of Bernardo Silva, Uzuni at midfield, the Albanian, Ikuchezi, come on. Only reason why he's there, he deserves the vote, in my opinion. A front line of Rodrigo, Gabby Jesus, and Gonçalo Ramos. Luke.
We're going to say it again, all the way through.
All the way through.
David De Gea, goalkeeper. Left back, Andrew Robertson. Center backs, Danilo and Artie's favorite defender, Nicholas Otamendi. Right back, I have Tavernier. Midfield, Coleman. I don't know how he does not deserve a shout, but okay. Bernardo Silva and Zielinski. And in the front, we have Rodrigo, Ramos, and Gabby Jesus.
Yeah, I feel like the forward line was very easy to pick.
Very
I'm
simple.
just annoyed about the midfield and the selections. I'm really annoyed.
Alright, I mean mine was David De Gea in goal. James Tavernier in the right. Kim Min-jae, center back. Danilo, center back. Eddie Robertson, left back.
Dang it. I tried muting you.
Kingsley Coman, center mid. Midfield.
I missed the other chance. Dang it.
Anderson Talisca. What was the third? Bernardo Silva. And my attackers are Gonçalo Ramos, Gabriel Jesus, and Rodrigo.
At least we agreed on something. We have the same.
Yeah, our front line
the
is just
front line.
unanimous. It's like, yes, those are very obvious.
Mofi
ones.
deserves a shot.
Actually, no, Delafeu starts over all of them.
Okay.
Gerard Deulofeu just should retire now, or should just start playing in the MLS. To be honest,
Whoa.
hot take,
Don't
maybe.
disrespect the show.
I'm not disrespecting it. I generally think he can revitalize his career there and do really well. That's just a genuine opinion.
Maybe.
But ladies and gentlemen, you were listening Top of the Hour on WMC Upper Montclair. I have been joined by Luke Cirianni,
See you guys.
Steven Moncayo,
Goodbye.
and of course your lovely host with the most, the man with the fans. Ooh, I just thought of that off the top of my head. Poet, don't even know it. It's your boy, Ardi Emini, and this is Match Week. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.